Deputy Mattie McGrath.
I too am glad to be able to speak here today in advance of this pre-council meeting. And such a very important time in the world, what's going on in Gaza and the Middle East in general. And I was horrified, I think, like most right-thinking people, to hear the President, Ms van der Leyen, the comments she made at the outset of this. So I listened to the Taoiseach in here yesterday answering these questions to talk to Mary Lou MacDonald, and he was saying, kind of giving her tuition, I think, as to how, if she was in his shoes going to these meetings, how she'd have to behave and talk and listen and engage. We all understand the ground rules here, 27 members, whatever. But it's time that we in Ireland now accepted ourselves under the tricolour as a peaceful nation and insist on that. Instead of we've hitched ourselves totally up to the Ukrainian wagon, and now are we going to come down on the side of Israel here? I utterly condemn what Hamas did and do, and I utterly condemn what Israel are doing now, and the United States and everybody else honing in there. Very dangerous area we're in. So I hope our voices and the voice of our people, our Taoiseach and yourself, you were there, tell us that we are not happy with this. We have been recognised, our passports recognised all over the world as an independent and neutral state, and punch way above our weight. But now what's happening is we're sitting on this bandwagon in Europe. We all climb on behind the one wagon, hitch ourselves to any kind of policies at all. So at the behest of some bigger powers in that group, namely Germany and France and England and others, and we're just the good boys in the class and do nod and wink and do what they want to do. And you have Deputy Martin, Minister Martin, have said that our neutrality is now outdated. Is he saying those kind of things over at these meetings? He doesn't represent us if he is. And I just don't know what you're saying over there, Minister, but I want you to say that we are, as I said, a proud people, independent, played our part, our neutrality served us well, and we have been able as a neutral country to be peace brokers and to punch above our weight many, many times. But this shift now, and I said it this morning, I repeat it, I don't see why we should have the Ukrainian flag at the same level as our tricolour out here at government buildings. As I said, I walked out just evening at dusk when the military police were taking it down. Why should we have it? We're Ireland. The tricolour represents us. And the nature of the tricolour. We're not Ukraine. And it's amazing now how Ukraine is forgotten about when we have the troubles in the Middle East, and the Americans and others are putting their energy in there. So we have really, really overstepped ourselves, as I'm concerned, with the Russian-Ukraine war. I'm not condoning what Russia have done, but I am questioning practices that went on by President Zelensky and his team out there, and what they have done to their own people the last 10 years. But no one, media or anybody else, wants to mention that or even look at it. We're all just focused on a big global issue. We're all in it together, and we do anything. And somebody picked me up in Thomas Byrne earlier that I was mentioning bombs. I didn't. I mentioned bullets being supplied, helmets, clothing. Our soldiers are training Ukrainians about getting rid of landmines. What next? Where's it going to stop? So we might as well be part of the war as to be doing those things. So I want to see and hear reports back that we are representing Ireland, ERA, neutral country, and we're proud of that, and we'll stay proud of it, and we'll serve our country better by doing that. Our peacekeepers are out there at the moment, and they're all over the world and recognised. But unfortunately, your government have abandoned the general peacekeepers that fought that momentous battle, so outnumbered all those days going to Congo, and now certainly the Taoiseach was going to do everything for him before he became Taoiseach. Now he won't even meet him. These people must be recognised for what they've done, and we will support our peacekeepers now as a peacekeeping and as a country that like our peacekeeping, and will keep our neutrality and keep us in that position in Europe. You mentioned about some of the last speakers mentioned the 7 new countries going to join. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I have question marks around Project Europe, especially when you lose your identity, when you lose your soul. But if they ever had one, I don't know. But certainly, I want you, Minister, and the Taoiseach, to accept yourself and be heard as a voice for peace and neutrality. Good morning.